Okay, it's 110 degrees today. It's about 1:30 or so. We're going to do a cold startup. This is the 351 modified M351M, backed by a FMX automatic transmission. Put a new radiator cap in, new belts. Previous owner put in a power steering pump, and the previous owner also put in a new steering box. We installed a new brake master cylinder, and let's see, the previous owner also put in a new air conditioning clutch and the idler pulley. It is the air conditioning does work. It's a little noisy right around here. I don't know if the clutch is actually bad or if it's the idler pulley. It does blow cold eventually, but due to the intense heat here in the desert, it has a hard time keeping up with the heat load inside the car. If you leave it overnight, it's going to go up over 120 by the time you get in the car in the morning. Rebuilt carburetor. I put a battery switch on it so that I can shut it off when it's parked. It's cold. And then recently the heater started to leak, so I just bypassed it. Again, you don't need heat here in Palm Springs. Unlike other cars, you do not have to disassemble the instrument panel to change the heater core. I've done 3 or 4 of these and they are a pain in the ass, but with this one, 4 bolts, remove the top cover here, and then you can put it in. So all the emissions devices are intact. It passed emissions in June of 2017 with plenty of room to spare. It's quite a clean car. I think the NOx was a little high, but it was still within limits. I just put in a new windshield washer pump and a new, that's actually the radiator overflow, new windshield washer pump here and a new pigtail. So let's see if we can start this thing. I drove it yesterday, so it should be starting pretty quickly. Let me get out my handkerchief because this hood is really hot. Let's look at the front. Got the Cougar emblem. There you go. Let's start this up. The windows are up. It does have a moonroof. There is no sunshade though, and because of that, the heat load ouch, hot, 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 is pretty high. Beautiful interior. I love the interior of this car. Again, this is the Midnight Chamois Decor. Let me get in here. Got my water bottle, the disable placard. I'm going to put this away. There is a compartment here in the center console. Sunglasses. This is supposed to look like pigskin. Keys, standard Ford. We'll give it one click. There it goes. Whoops. Let some heat out. These switches are really hot. Shut this. Right window. Quarter windows are fixed. These are factory mats here. There's an automatic handbrake release. When you hit reverse, it'll go. Okay, we have vanity mirrors on both sides. As you can see, they work. They don't fit too close up to the headliner because it's the sunroof. There is a trunk release. Set the brake here and go check that out. Padded Continental kit. This apparently had a mini spare on it, inflatable. The previous owner, I should say a previous owner, did all this carpeting, which is really quite plush. There are no jacking tools except for the base and the tire iron. Again, it's padded. There is a courtesy lamp up in there. Going around. It's cold. As cold as it can be at 110 degrees. I do hope this isn't too jerky. I'm just using a little point and shoot camera, Nikon Coolpix. So let's go for a little ride. I don't use the air conditioner as I mentioned earlier because it is just, the heat load is just too much here. Put my seatbelt on. There is a repair. I don't know if you can see it right there. Put this in. I have sciatica, so I need to get my wallet out here. Got my water bottle, and we're in the old Las Palmas neighborhood of Palm Springs. This is often called the Beverly Hills of Palm Springs. This house right here, just down the street from my apartment, is Clark Gable's old house. Let's check out here. There's Clark's house. Gauges work. Clock does not work though. You can see the temperature's already going up. It's beautiful here, even when it is hot. 10% humidity, so it's not like the East Coast or the South where I grew up. No humidity. The O'Donnell golf course is back there, one of the first golf courses here in Palm Springs. I believe it opened in 1924. We'll go up here, drive around this neighborhood of Old Las Palmas. Let's follow the bike route. Signals do work. Century house up against the base of the mountain, the Jacintos. These gardeners are incredible at work no matter what the weather. More mid-century. You can see them. This little culvert. One thing I've noticed in driving this, that occasionally the temperature gauge does not work, and usually if I just stop and start it, they blocked this off for me. You know, these big cars, despite their size, they really are easy to drive. This one is 215 inches long, 78 inches wide, and 53 inges high. Going downhill and the brakes work fine. You'll get a little squeal out of front discs every now and then. My mechanic told me that the rotors will eventually need to be replaced. But the brake pads, brake shoes, everything's fine. Okay, right up here, we'll come up on the coffin house. You really can't see too much of the house. Let's see. Okay. Let's look down in here. Nothing. This car, come on. Let this other car go by. Okay, this is the coffin house on the left. That's just an additional structure, I believe. Of course, it doesn't have the iconic view that we've all seen in the videos. Let's go down here. The car moves away pretty quickly for having, what, 130, 40, I don't know, 160 horsepower. It's the torque, of course, that does it. Vista Las Palmas neighborhood. Actually, I meant to say Liberace, not the Kaufman. There we go. This is Liberace's house. I forgot to show you is this piano mailbox. There it is. The wipers do work. There is a intermittent feature on it, which I have. Let's see. Trying to get squealing in the brakes are. Let's go off here. A quick walk around. There it is. Midnight Chamois Decor package. Exhaust clean. It's a 10-footer. you get the Cougar, the sign of the cat. I'll do a longer video of all the interiors, so that's about it for now. Thank you, and do bid often and high.